Welcome to your yoga experience. I'm Jen Sprague, your happy health coach and your yoga instructor for today. So excited to share this time with you. And let's start by congratulating ourselves for making it here, turning this on, finding the space to spread out on. All you really need are bare feet, comfortable clothes, and an open mind. If this is your first time, I just want to welcome you and congratulate you again. This is going to be body opening, right? So we're going to nurture our bodies. We're going to calm our nervous system, and you're going to end this half hour feeling refreshed, energized, and probably inspired, because that's what happens. So the only thing that I ask as your yoga instructor is for you to follow your body's cues. So the only thing that is important is that you don't feel pain. Discomfort and pain, of course, are different. We invite discomfort because that's where we grow, that's where we open, that's where we end up having rewards from. But pain leads to injuries, so at all costs, whenever you feel a pain, adjust. And whatever shape you're looking at on your screen, your body might not look like that yet or ever. Everybody's body is unique, and our bodies change from day to day. So there's opportunity to practice compassion, patience, and we get to slow it down. Who's tired of running things fast forward all the time? This one is. So we're gonna begin. Welcome to Zen Jen's home studio. I love that. I just thought of that yesterday. Hope you enjoy it. So we're just going to lie out. We're gonna start on our back. All of the practice yogis out there, our favorite pose, Shavasana. And if you're just beginning, I bet you like yoga already. That's right, just lay on your back. Let your feet fall open wide. Let your arms rest by your side, palms up. Maybe shimmy onto the flat parts of those shoulder blades. And now if you feel safe, close those eyes. This first moment of your practice is for connecting with your breath, noticing your internal environment. Maybe it's the morning, thinking about your to-do list. Leave that aside. Come back to your breath. It will be there. Or maybe it's the end of your day and you're thinking about things that did not get accomplished. Well, leave that aside. They will be there tomorrow, right now. How are you feeling internally? How is your heartbeat? Have you noticed the rhythm of your breath? Can you slow it down just a touch? If your mind wanders, notice the feeling of the floor against your body. Let those body sensations bring you back into the present moment. And then from here, you're going to wake up from Shavasana. When you inhale, reach your arms overhead and squeeze your feet together. That wake up stretch. Good. When you exhale, bring your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. You'll notice as we move through class that we can begin to link our movements with our breath. That's one of the meanings of yoga, to unite. It's my favorite meaning. Uniting my mind and my body so that my energy can flow. I can feel vibrant. From here, we're going to bring your feet down to the mat. Arms open to a T, palms up or down, depending on what feels good for you. We're going to just bump our hips over to the left a couple inches, and then let your knees fall to the right. It's okay if your knees don't quite make it to the ground, but try to keep your shoulders in contact with the ground. And if it feels okay, then twist your chin over to the opposite shoulder, completing that spinal twist. And the only job here is to let gravity pull the knees as you breathe slowly. every breath, there's an opportunity to massage those internal organs and stimulate them. It's beautiful. And then when you're ready, inhale your knees back up through center. Bump your hips over to the right a few inches, and then let your knees fall to the left. Your gaze will turn towards the right. Close your eyes if you can. Go to that internal sensation. Notice if this side feels different than the other side. Our bodies are not symmetrical, believe it or not. It's totally normal to feel different, one side to the next. How is that breath? Can you make it a little slower? Beautiful. Bring your knees back through center. Bump your hips back into the midline. We're going to take those knees, hug them one more time. If it feels good, to engage your core and lift your chin and your chest. Squeeze into a nice tight little ball. If that doesn't feel great, then leave your head on the ground. From here, we're just going to let your knees fall over to the right. Make yourself up into a seated position. We're going to prepare to go into table, but first we're going to warm up our wrists. All that typing, all that sitting. Are you ready? Okay, so we're going to bend your elbows and have your palms facing forward. We're going to start just by rotating your wrists externally, rotate them out away from you. And if it feels good, open and close your fingers. Getting all those joints loosened up. Lots of muscles in our forearms and our hands. We're going to switch directions. Internally rotate those hands. Feels good to open those wrists, fingers. You can do this while you're sitting at your desk too, right? Before you start typing, or every half hour when we're taking a break, to do a little movement. Okay, now it's safe. Come to all fours. If it feels really good with your hands under your shoulders, then stay there. If there's still a lot of pressure on your wrists, just step your hands forward, one hand print. Okay? Find what works for your body. Then we're going to curl the toes under, and we're just going to sink our hips back to open those toes. They need a stretch too. If you've been pounding that pavement out there with your dog, I know I've been outside 3 times as much, and I'm really grateful for that opportunity actually. If you haven't made it outside for a walk, well, there's challenge number 2 for you. Get some fresh air. When you're ready and that feels complete, you can uncurl the toes, press the tops of your feet down, and we're going to continue to open our spine with cat-cow oscillations. We're going to start by exhaling and rounding that spine. Tuck your chin in, pull your tailbone under. Get rid of all the air. And then when you inhale, you begin the movement into your cow position, letting your belly drop, filling your lungs slowly. Gaze is lifting, tailbone is lifting. Then exhale. Remember, this is slow. Feel the journey. Work on pressing that space between your shoulder blades. Up, up, up. Inhale like a wave. Start to let the belly drop. Feeling the space between each vertebrae. One more. Follow your own breath. But don't rush. Beautiful. And from here, we'll do some side bends. Just look back at your feet. Really exaggerate that side bend. Feel the opening in the opposite side body, those ribs from hip to shoulder. When that feels good enough, switch to the other side. Look back at your other foot. Open the side body. Let it feel great. Okay, coming back to center, neutral spine. From here, we're going to do some core engagement, some spinal balance. So, there's many variations. You get to pick which is the most challenging for you, but doable, okay? I like to start by moving my left hand over towards the midline just a little bit to have a little bit more stability. I'm going to reach my right arm out in front, shaking, deal done, deal made. Yes, success. Reach out of that shoulder girdle, fingers forward. Then you're going to kick that left heel up behind you. And this might be enough. This might be enough balance and challenge for you. Stay here if it is. If you're ready for more, you know what's coming. Elbow to knee, round the back like a cat. Squeeze the air out. Inhale, extends. Reach. Flex the toes down. Exhale. Crunch. Move slowly though. It's not a race. This is about connecting with your body and your breath. Exhale, one more. Last one. Let it matter. Inhale. Reach. Beautiful. You're going to bring that right hand down, set that left knee down, bring that right hand a little bit over towards the midline, and then reach with your left arm, right out, just with as much effort as you did the right. Kick your right leg back, kick away anything you don't need from the past as we reach forward into the future and grab what we want. Grab what you desire, what you need. If you're ready for the challenge, seal it in. Exhale, all the air out. Inhale, slowly fill. That's a challenge to be mindful with this movement. Exhale, crunching, engaging your core. It's there to help us be stable through our entire practice. That core is so valuable to us. Last one. Inhale, nice and easy. One breath here. And then drop that hand, drop that knee. Child's pose, we earned it. Send those sits bones back. Reach forward. But you know, one thing you don't have to do is earn child's pose. Gently let your forehead rest on the ground. At any time during the day, I encourage this. Get out of that chair or come in, you've been running around. Take a mental reprieve. Feel your breath here, relax. You need to find a beautiful balance between effort and ease, between rest and productivity. We need that balance. That makes our effort more meaningful, that makes our productivity more efficient. Okay, I could go on and on. Can you tell? Just enjoy your breath for one more cycle. And when you're ready, you're going to come back into that table position. We're going to find plank. Lots of ways to do this plank pose. So you listen to your body. Step the right foot back, toes curled, left foot, hips distance apart, heels are over our balls of our feet. And then we're going to shift your weight forward a little bit, pulling in that belly so tight. And then you're going to really press the area between your shoulder blades up towards the sky. I know this is a lot. Come down to your knees when you're ready. Otherwise, 2 more breaths. When you're ready on that second exhale, shift the weight forward, hug shoulders and elbows in, lower. Then uncurl your toes, press the tops of your feet actively down, engage your thighs. We're going to use our back for a gentle back bend of baby cobra. Leaving your hands where they are, gently use the back to curl up, look up. Use your arms a little bit for stabilizing, but lots of back. All that computer work. Use your back and shoulders. And gently come down, let your left cheek find the floor, take a breath. Then we're going to lift, do it one more time. Gently, slowly, feel all the way, let it be full and complete. Full engagement, legs are engaged too. Gently come down, rest the right side of your face. Beautiful, take a breath. And then from here you can move into Sphinx pose. Bring your forearms down, feeling a little bit deeper of a back bend, or if you like upward facing dog, plant your hands under your shoulders and straighten your arms. Pull your chest forward and up. You can lift your knees off the mat too as you press down. Beautiful. And then look down. We're going to come into our first down dog. So on your knees, you're going to shift the weight back, curl the toes under. Palms are pressing, fingers are wide and spread. Pointer fingers maybe shooting forward, and the other fingers are splayed out to the side. Press with all four corners of those palms as we lift your knees off the mat. Knees are bent a lot here. Let's find some sensation in the back here. We're moving our sits bones up, our hip points towards our feet, and then pedal. Feel the sensation in the back of your legs. Take it slow. This is where I hold so much tension, so much tightness. Breathe into these spaces. And I know you're working hard with that upper body. Just keep breathing. In and out through your nose if that's possible. And then looking between your hands, we're going to step or walk towards our hands into a forward fold. From here you get to just hang like a rag doll. Bind opposite elbow or sway side to side. Let go of that effort you just exerted with those shoulders. Beautiful. And that space you just found in the back of your legs, you are building on that. Feel the sensation. Feel an edge. Opening up. Breathing. Good. From here, we're going to bring our hands back down to the mat. Step your feet back into that plank. We won't stay here quite as long this time, but we do have an opportunity to feel complete in the pose before we move. When you're ready, shift forward, hug elbows in, lower down, come directly into your back bend. Inhale. And then exhale into downward dog. We'll just spend 3 breaths here this time. Work on pressing your heart towards your toes. Release your neck. Your head hangs loose. Your face is relaxed, maybe smiling. And then from here, we're going to step the right foot forward in between our hands. Drop that back knee. We're coming into low runner's lunge. It feels so good. Counteracting that desk work, you guys. So you want to lean into this stretch, which means you can even come up to your knee if you like. Just press that pelvis forward. Get into this left hip flexor, the left quad. Knee in the front is right over your ankle. Nice, sturdy, stable. You can still pull in the bottom belly and find another edge. Every moment, new opportunity. Put it a little deeper. Let's go. Feel good. Just imagine how good you're going to feel after this. Okay, bring your fingers down. We're going to shift our weight back, coming into half splits. Now we're going to focus on the back of our right leg. This hamstring, so tight as we noticed, right? If you need more sensation, flex the toes back towards your face. Some of us might like to challenge ourselves with a little bit of balance, arms reaching behind or out in front, or fingers just down. And when you're ready, you start to bring your torso towards your thigh, folding forward. Remember, each moment you can find a little bit more space, even if it's just a millimeter. Melting your heart down towards your thigh. There's 2 more breaths here. It's okay if your knee is bent. If it's not straight, that's great. Feel the sensation. That's what we care about. We want to breathe and we want to feel. Those are the 2 things that we're focusing on in yoga. Breath and feeling connected to that body. And staying safe. Don't hurt yourself. Okay, as we shift forward, now we get to come into a beautiful twist. All these things preparing you for this moment. Lift that back leg. Left hand stays down inside of your right foot. We're going to reach your right arm high. If you want to keep that knee down, please do whatever feels safe for you. It can be supported or lifted. And then this right hand, reaching, reaching, reaching. Right through that sunrise. Isn't that a great shot? That's Lake Michigan, you guys. And if it's night, then that's your sunset. Enjoy. But reach into the sky, you guys. Open that right shoulder. Imagine your heart peeking out from underneath. One more breath. And then wrap that right arm behind. You can drop the back knee if you like. I really want to get in deep, so I am dropping it, but you can keep it lifted. Whatever feels good. Then that left arm goes up. Right arm behind. We're opening through the shoulder. Left arm reaches. Beautiful. If you want a little bit more, tilt your torso towards the bent knee. A little bit of a twist. Get a little deeper. Yes, it feels great. This is reverse revolve warrior, especially if we pop the knee. And you're ready. Hands come down. Step your right foot back. Before we lower down, we're mindfully setting up our strong plank. Maybe your knees are down. Shift your weight forward, squeeze your elbows in, come all the way down, and then come up into your back bend with your inhale. Exhale brings you into downward facing dog. Noticing inhales and exhales, helping us transition, uniting our breath and our body. Thank you, yoga. Then with the next breath, inhale, then exhale, step that left foot forward. You can drop the back knee or keep it lifted for your low runner's lunge. Let this feel luxurious. Really lean into this right thigh. Give it the space it's been craving. You need to move and shift to find your sweet spot. Do this. This is your opportunity to listen to your body. Give your body what it needs. We're nurturing it. Breath is slow through your nose. Imagine the inhales are relaxing the leg. Exhales, you're breathing out discomfort. Inhales, bringing in relaxation. Exhales, breathing out discomfort. Good. We're going to bring our hands down. Half splits. We're halfway to splits. I tried to do whole splits the other day. I'm really not there, you guys. But it's fun to practice. Or it's funny to practice. Okay, set yourself up for success. If you're doing some balance, some core work along with it, enjoy. Otherwise, just focus on what you feel. See if you can't flex the toes back a little bit. Engage this quad, pull the kneecap up. Feel the sensation in the back of that thigh. When you're ready, start to lean forward and release down. Finding that bonus millimeter every moment. Another gift. Beautiful. We're going to come back up. Shifting into that lunge twist or dragonfly twist. Right palm down. Pop the back leg up if you like, or you can keep it supported and down. Left arm reaches, you guys. Reach for the stars. Reach for your desires. You're fully supported with this 3-point lunge. So you've got all that foundation to reach. Open your heart. Let it peek up towards the sun. And breathe. Breathe in your twist. Beautiful. Bring your right arm behind. You can drop that knee if you like. Oh, that was your left arm. Bring your left arm behind. Right arm's going to go up. And remember, for that bonus, twist towards the bent knee. Gaze up over your left shoulder. Reach through the side body and that right side. Beautiful stretch from this knee all the way up through your fingers. And then you're opening your left shoulder. Put some tension, put some effort there. Beautiful. And from here, cartwheel your hands down. This will be our last plank. Enjoy it. That's right, there's joy in it. Shift your weight forward or your knees are down, whatever suits you. And then lower mindfully. Your inhale brings you up to your back bend. And your exhale brings you into your down dog. Couple breaths here. Feel your legs. Feel what that effort has given you. Those are the gifts. Feels different. Beautiful. Drop your knees. Send your hips back. Brief child's pose. Enjoy. If your arms were out in front last time, maybe you bring them next to your sides and see the difference. There's a little bit of a difference in rounding. You can bring your knees together. And then just release and breathe. Beautiful. Time to come out of your child's pose. Just bring your hands up. We're going to come into a yoga squat to round off this opening that we've been doing. If you have a blanket, this might be the time to grab it. You don't need it, of course. You can use your hands for stabilizing, but sometimes this is helpful underneath our heels. We're going to do a yoga squat. Okay, Malasana. It's going to feel really good. So we've done some opening in the back of your legs. Now it's time for the inner thighs. So you're gonna step your feet out wide, wider than hips distance. Your feet are off to an angle. And then you're gonna sink those sits bones down towards the earth. You might be leaning forward and your heels might be way up like this. That's okay. This is where the blanket comes in. You can put that underneath and fold it as many times as you need to underneath your heels to give you support. We're using this as a tool to help so that we can straighten our spine. Maybe move out of this rounded position up into this position so that the crown of our head is reaching up and the tailbone is driving down. Okay? From here, your fingers can be down and maybe there's a gentle pressure between your triceps, your elbows, and the inside of those knees. Finding that edge, using the opportunities. If you have a block, you may use that underneath. Maybe you're sitting on a block or a pillow. Lots of ways to support yourself. We're going to be here for a few moments. If you're ready for another challenge, you can bring your palms together in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Really pressing those inner thighs apart. Breathe, and if you're comfortable, close your eyes. Slow your breath. Feel your heart. If your mind has already wandered, notice with kindness. Bring it back. Bring it back to your heart. Giving it some attention. 2 more slow breaths. Make them slower than the previous breaths. Beautiful. We're going to remove any props that might have been helpful for you. And we're going to seal in this practice the way that we began it. So just sit back, extend your legs, roll onto your back. Beautiful. Bring those knees into your chest, roll and rock from side to side. That feels so good. Then extend those legs one at a time out to the corners of your mat, or just your feet are a few feet apart. Let your toes fall open. Bring your arms down to your sides, off to an angle. Palms are up. Tuck your chin. Close those eyes. And surrender into this final pose, Shavasana. Imagine melting into the earth, merging, fully supported. You start to wiggle a finger or a toe. You touch your thumb to your fingertips. Feel back into your body. If it feels really good, reach your arms overhead for that wake up stretch. Squeeze your feet together. And then bring your knees up to your chest. One last rock. Then over to one side and press yourself into a seated position. This is that moment where we get to feel gratitude for that effort that you extended, for the ease that you allowed. I really hope you can take that balance with you into your sleep or the rest of your night. It is my hope that we all can practice together again. You can play this video maybe 3 times a week. Or maybe you just do the first 10 minutes. Maybe you do the first 10 minutes every morning. Or the first half hour every morning. Whatever you do, this interruption in our life, this time, we will make new habits. And they could be life-affirming habits, or they could be life-draining. So you get to make the choice. And I salute you for practicing just now. Feel great. Namaste. My heart is with you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Spread this peace and this energy. Notice how you feel. And spread that with those around you. Sending blessings.